say a chemistry class, and you're reading. You can read words, but you can read it.
As you begin the story, I'm going to write down, looking at the title, and I'm going to make a prediction. Who knows what a prediction is? Michelle? You guess. I'm sorry, you what? You make a guess, right. So guess what will happen before you read? We make predictions, or we just look at the titles or the book cover.
Ozzy got his basketball from the closet. I'm going to go shoot hoops with Buzz. Can I come to Jamaica? I don't have anything to do. Oh, now I understand. He's going to go play basketball. Today we're going to
It is better that
to make for reading friends. I'm going to test strategies. Take a look at test. Students, these are for you. What did you think of that, Andrew?
I'm going to be going for 5 strategies to reading and comprehending well. Okay? So as I read and I think out loud, I'm going to be reading and rereading. Because you ever read something, you need to read it again. So you say, wait, what was that? While you're reading, it's natural that we predict.
I want the kids, especially to know how I was very specific.
Run as fast, right?
I didn't say
She begged her body, wrote down characters' names. It never be anything that. The truth was a little bit of she could catch a pop-up or figure out which direction they were talking about. One time she gave the ball at her own goal and scored a point for the other team. She was no good at baseball against and even had a hard time making the go and stare at him. It wasn't until last year, when she was 11 years old, that she learned how to write books. And even then, she had to use training wheels. She could walk in the swimming pool, but couldn't swim. And she can't roller skate only when her father held her hand.
The basket and tossed the ball. It whirled around the rim and flew out. Not looking good for Jamaica. Not only did she trip the boys, but now she has not even
Time was. Zoma wanted more than cleverness. Wait a minute. Time was. That sounds kind of strange. I think I'll read that again. Time was. That's what it says. Zoma wanted more than cleverness. He wanted
So guessing, ordering, and acting. Visualizing that who thinks they know
And
what
so
memory is images.
not just a prediction, but it's also like what you already know about how things work. So I think she's real worried he's gonna mess that thing.
No, this is you don't know what it is.
I'm just saying, as you read, always ask questions. And I was doing it because I'm showing you what you should be doing when you're reading something. Okay? I'm modeling these strategies, yes.
I was going, why is she restless?
Why do you make those predictions?
Why is she, when I'm restless, I'm not comfortable, I'm all jittery and stuff. Okay? Do you know that?
Are you reading something?
Across the land, the enormous military war that
Some children come up here, maybe some adults, and share from the last activity, which I have to find here. Okay, everyone, we're going to do one more little fun visualization activity. We did one last week with Al Moon. This is a cute little passage, and I'm going to read it while you read along. So, if all the teachers would give out the passage, and yet they were happy to, everyone, so they can read along, and then when I'm done reading it, you can draw a visualization. Each parent and each child will draw on one side of the paper, a visualization that they make in their minds from this passage. So, if the teachers would pass them out.
They're good.
Our electric mixer is made for a wild ride. Our scrub brush wedged against our faucet formed a water slide. Pearls, once part of our heirloom necklace, served as balls in a lively game. Our cheddar cheese created an edible playground. Some mice had found the Coca-Cola and were bouncing among the plates from the sugar. A 4-mouse band performed atop the table. They used spoons to keep the beat and mewled cheerfully. It was packed in there. They were all having a great time wiggling their tails and feasting on the crumbs we failed to wipe off the counter. Truth be told, we didn't have it in us to interfere. This was just the kind of party we were always wishing to go to. And now, here, in our very own kitchen. We went to the bedroom, and what should we find there but a nursery? Many mother mice nestled among the sheets, each with a bunch of tiny bald sweet things squirming around her. The mother mice smiled, or so it seemed, in the soft yellow light of our bedside lamp. We had to admit it was a heartwarming scene. Quietly, respectfully, we shut the door behind us. In the living room, there were no mice. We sat and wondered what to do. And then we noticed that among our plants on the windowsill, pairs of mice were strolling. They gazed up through the leaves to the enormous moon outside. They nuzzled each other. They sat on the edges of the flower pots and perhaps made plans for the future. It was lovely to behold. All these mice, the partygoers, the parents, they were doing such a better job than we'd ever done. They were succeeding where we'd failed again and again. We gathered up our luggage, headed toward the door, and went away forever. Interesting passage. I never read this book, but I like the picture of all the mice doing all this shenanigans. So draw a visualization with the colored pencils of a scene that came, a movie you made in your head of these mice.
My name is Michelle.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sylvester Michelle's dad. Michelle. The title of the book was, I'm going to guess it, Ogi Kulu. Oh wait, that's the way I'm going to pronounce it. Now, one of the strategies we use, and I think it's a good strategy that you can use when just picking up a book or reading it and looking at it, is the strategy of predicting. Now, I asked Michelle And what does she think the book is going to be about? Just look at the cover. So, Michelle.
I said I thought the book was gonna be about a boy that he has a weird talent of carving cheese, and he carved cheese that a state that looks like Texas. So I predicted that,
What else? Anything else?
and I saw the pattern.
So just from the cover, you can get a lot of things about the book. Here there's a pattern, she noticed the pattern, and I said, well, look at this, and where does it start, and where does it stop, and where does it start to repeat, and she identified that. And then my mom lives in the state of Texas, so that's where she knew that this is what that piece of cheese looks like, that particular state. So even from the cover, just answering questions, it says sometimes all it takes to go from loser to winner is one piece of cheese. So that will probably interest the child want to read, just based on that statement as well.
Thank you so much. Let's have some applause. That's a great strategy, prediction, and also using the cover of a book is something that adults do. I know every time I pick up a book, I always look at the cover and I read the back, and I get an idea about what the book will be about and kind of make a prediction even as to whether I want to read the book. So prediction is a great strategy, and yes, you can use the cover as well as the pages inside the book to make predictions. So thank you so much. And now, can I have someone, Ms. Harrison, is there someone who'd like to share a strategy?
My name is Rupan.
We read a book called Here Comes the Strikeout, and Rupan used one of the methods of visualization and mental images because
I use visualization because I learned how to a boy named Bobby pitch a ball.
he was reading a book about the little boy learning how to hit a home run. So he used visualization to picture himself learning how to hit a ball and not giving up because he was scared. He was always trying to give up.
Sometimes you have a picture in your mind and then you stand up in front of a room full of people and the picture just goes out of your mind because all you can see is everybody staring at you. So thank you very much for sharing and coming up. Ms. Seeger?
How you doing? The name of our book is Marvin Red, Post Class President, and the strategy that we used was visualization because at the beginning of the book it didn't have too many pictures, so we had to imagine what it was saying. And we read the book. It was about a kid who they wore something different to school every day. And on one day they closed the holes, and on that day the president decided to come to school. So we had to use visualization to imagine all those things happening. Right, Marseille?
Yes.
Like the book?
Wait, how would you feel if you were wearing clothes and they were full of holes and President Obama came to the school, which I wish would happen, not that you'd be wearing clothes with holes, but that the president would come, but how would you feel?
I was so confused.
You feel a little confused, like what you're going to do? Here's the president, I have clothes with holes in them? Yeah, so can you picture that in your mind? Yeah, I pictured that when you said that. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for them. Thank you. If there's no one who wants to share a strategy, then someone can share a picture, or we have one more table. Oh, yes, we have a volunteer. Two volunteers. Oh, one volunteer. Yeah, come with me.
Okay, Keanu Smith, go ahead.
My name is Elena Smith.
And you read a book about Stuart goes to school, and you want to do a prediction about, go ahead.
I wanted to do a prediction about Stuart was going to have a bad day at school, and
What you predict from the book is going to happen?
I think he wasn't going to find a bathroom in 3rd grade,
And what else?
and I also think the friends are not gonna, he's not gonna make any friends today in school.
That's it?
Now I've got to read the book and find out what really happened. Yeah, oh boy, if you saw the face on this kid, oh, he looks like he's going to have an awful day. It looks like it already started. I think that's a good prediction. I think your prediction's probably right. I think it's in the ballpark, as they say. Let's hear it for him.